everyone, and welcome to the Crossroads Stringworks channel. We're a stringed instrument shop based in Houston, Texas, and we work on different stringed instruments. I just wanted to make an introduction video to kind of lay out who we are and what we do here. So, as far as me, I spent several years as a security solutions engineer designing video surveillance and access control systems for large venues like stadiums and arenas and so forth. However, for the past 30 years, I've worked on my own instruments as well as instruments for many musicians over the years. Performance setups, repairs, restoration, etc. When I was laid off right at the beginning of COVID, I started Crossroads Stringworks and went full-time working on instruments. So it's kind of, it's been about 2 years now, I guess. We've developed a pretty good base of clientele, including many professional musicians, in the Houston, Texas area. Many of them have 20 plus instruments and play live like on a regular basis. So I'm pretty proud and grateful for the trust they put in us regarding their instruments. Some of the services that we offer are, we work on acoustic and electric guitars, bass, mandolin, violin, as well as other instruments. So we do setups, fretwork. We work on Floyd Rose and standard bridges, modifications to guitars and instruments like pickups, electronics, etc., troubleshooting and repair, and those types of things. And so we've been pretty fortunate to get the start that we have. Of course, I've had a pretty good base of people that I've worked with over the years. But of course, you always want to grow the business, so to speak. So that's kind of what we're doing. So we also have a Facebook page for the company called Crossroads Stringworks. We also have a public group in Facebook called Crossroads Stringworks. And now we're getting into the YouTube realm. I'm a little rusty at this. I did this once before on YouTube, but it was a different niche of content. So this is after many years of not doing it. And then I did a live podcast for a while, but that's been a few years back as well. So we're just kind of getting fired back up here. And so knock the dust off of myself and my technical abilities as far as getting these videos up on YouTube. But we really appreciate you stopping in and checking us out. I'm going to follow up here a little tour of the shop. We have two sections in our shop. We have what I call the clean room, which is where I am now, which it consists of a couple of benches, and we have a desk for paperwork and that kind of stuff, but a couple of workbenches, and then we have a full-blown wood shop out in another building on the property, so we keep all of the dusty, dirty stuff away from all the clean stuff. So stay tuned, and I'll be right back, and we'll take you on a little walk around, just kind of get an idea of where we're at and what we're working with here. So stand by. All right, so here we go for a little walk around in the shop. That was a custom painted case for a customer's guitar that somebody did. I didn't paint it, but he had somebody do it for him. It's a mandolin that we bought from someone, and we fixed it up, and it came out really nice. We may keep it for a little while, but eventually it'll probably go up for sale. And then kind of a desk where we do paperwork. We got a toolbox there for some of our precision tools to take care of those. Little bins over there for some various parts for different style guitars. We have bass. There's a 1920s banjo ukulele, trying to get that thing restored, but it's hard getting parts for something like that. But we'll keep trying until we get them. Here's one of our benches in the shop, and we got some various amps. There's a Marshall and a Positive Grid Spark and a Roland Cube down there, and we're not sponsored by anybody. This is all stuff that the shop bought, and various bands and artwork from concerts and stuff that was signed personally by some of the artists. There's a Telly style guitar that we built here in the shop. Came out really nice. Plays great. This is a Lone Star Strat over there in the corner, the white one. That's a humbucker single. Then we have a Seagull Entourage, acoustic electric. And then down here, we have a Ernie Ball Music Man, Luke, that came in, and the customer had this in to be fixed up and set up and cleaned up. It was filthy. So I ended up taking that bridge off and running it through an ultrasonic cleaner, and it came out like a shiny new penny. So that really came out nice. It's a nice guitar. It just needed some TLC. Over here we have the Jimmy Vaughn Strat, which I really love the sound of that guitar. And then we have the Mexican Telly here. And back up here a little bit, you can see we have the Boss Jam Station on top. Then we have a Fender Hot Rod Deluxe and a 412 cabinet. My pedal board, which is a little in disarray right now. And an acoustic amp for testing acoustic electric guitars. And you can see my tripod there for doing bench work on camera. Over here we got the Gibson standard 1960s Les Paul. And it's in a bourbon burst finish. Anyway, so that's the other bench across the room. And the wall of tools again for that bench. Some more of the little artwork. That's a custom hand-painted portrait of Stevie Ray Vaughan that a very good friend made for us. He painted that by hand, and it's gorgeous. The camera just doesn't do it justice. Anyway, that's about it. Just a little look around the shop, kind of see what we're working with here and where we're at. So yeah, stay tuned and I'll get you out to the wood shop. Oh, and let's don't forget Jake, the shop dog. He's really hard at work there. I guess he figured he needed to take a break. He was working so hard. Bless his heart. All right, let's go to the wood shop. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go into the wood shop now. This is basically the size of a two-car garage, maybe a slight bit bigger, but there's our compound miter saw, sliding compound miter saw. Works like a dream. It's been a good tool. We'll just go on around here. There's one of the workbenches out here in the shop. A bunch of the tools that we use out here. There's my roll around cabinet. I can't tell you how much is in there, but it's heavy. It's hard to move, I'll tell you that much. Then we got our 14-inch Rikon bandsaw there. Then we have a 13-inch DeWalt 4-post planer. And our dust collector. Keeps all the dust off all the other things in the shop. Kind of helps keep things tidy. There's our Rikon VS212 drill press. Various different stacks of wood there on the wall. We've got purple heart, Paduke, teak, walnut, hard maple, cherry, several different types of wood. Some plywood for some projects around the shop. That one with the blue tape on it, that's a sled for the planer so that you can parallel two sides of a board, kind of like running it through a jointer. And then we have our Rockler router table. And over here is our belt / disc sander. Do stuff like cutting saddles, sanding saddles, and a nut for guitars and things like that. It's a really good tool. It's handy. Over here we have our table saw. It's a rigid table saw. I've had it a couple of years, and it's just been a workhorse. It works great. And then we got our taper jig there from Rockler, and then on this side we have a Rockler sled. So actually, you might be able to see, you can change that fence to different, up to 45, up to 50 degrees actually, to cut angled cuts on there. That's one of the workbenches. That serves as a workbench and as a outfeed table for the table saw. Here's a jig that I made for, it's a custom, for making custom cutting boards. And I can use different sizes and whatnot, and I get the board in there, and then I can route the juice groove and handles and things and not have any slip-ups with the router. And the wood on the table there, we've also built some cornhole boards and different projects. We've built tables for companies for their office and so forth. But there's 2 sets of cornhole board frames for the, beanbag toss. And then over there, of course, the plywood, some of that's pre-cut for the tops for that. Also, over here, we have some of our power tools, another router, we have an impact, we have another drill that goes up there, it's not there right now, another router base, Craig jig for pocket holes, various different finishes, urethane, stains and whatnot. But yeah, so that's kind of a look around the wood shop part of the operation here. So my clamp wall, well, that's kind of in disarray right now, so one of these days I'll get you a better shot when the shop's a little more organized. I've been kind of busy with stuff around here lately, but anyway, so yeah, there's kind of what we're working with in the wood shop. So all right, so that was a little look around both the clean room and here in the guitar shop, and then also out in the wood shop. Out in the wood shop, we sometimes have to make parts for guitars. If an acoustic guitar needs a bridge and you can't get one like that, sometimes you just have to make one, and do that. So that's where it kind of started at, and then all the other wood projects and stuff, I've built custom tables for companies for their offices and things like that. So it's come in pretty handy. Also, I wanted to thank everybody that stopped in. Please comment below and let us know. I know this is a little rusty here. It's been a few years since I've done a video of any kind, so I'm sure we'll try to make every one of them a little better and a little better and a little better. So any input you can give, please be kind. We're just trying to get back going at this. So anyway, thanks for watching. And yeah, you can find us on Facebook at Crossroads Stringworks. You can find us on the web at crossroadsstringworks.com. And of course, here on YouTube at Crossroads Stringworks. So thanks for watching again. And you guys have a great day. And we'll catch you on the next one. Bye.